For as in Adam all die, even so in Christ shall all be made alive. Those that choose to receive Jesus, that have eyes to see, that see clearly, as clear as possible, what this is all about, that we weren't meant to die from the beginning. God telling Adam, if you eat of the forbidden fruit, in other words, do wrong, do evil, then ye shall surely die. He not only died spiritually, became separated from God, but eventually his body would die. And this is what was passed on via Adam. But Jesus came to undo this, he being the second Adam. So in Adam we all die. For since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead. For as in Adam all die, even so in Christ shall all be made alive both spiritually and eventually physically, Jesus indeed conquering death. But every man in his own order, Christ being the first fruits, the first one to do this, Jesus coming and proving once and for all that he conquered the devil, in other words, conquered sin, conquered sin, he conquered the devil and conquered death. Therefore, by receiving Jesus' gift, Jesus came to give this as a gift, we too can conquer sin, the devil, and death. We can conquer separation from God. And we can look forward to having a new resurrected body. Yes, your body will die, and the dust will return to the dust. From dust thou art, to dust shalt thou return. Adam being originally made of the dust returning back to the dust. From dust thou art, God said to Adam, to dust shalt thou return. So God originally making Adam out of the dust. At the time of the resurrection, a lot of us would have turned to dust. But God proved that he could make a man out of dust. Therefore, at the time of the resurrection, the dead in Christ will rise first. A lot of them will no doubt be just simply dust. The dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them, and the clouds will be changed. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, just like Lazarus was changed, 4 days dead. His body, seeing corruption, he had already started to stink. Jesus just simply saying the word, Lazarus, come forth. In that same moment in time, his whole body was changed. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, his body changed. This is what's going to happen at the time of the resurrection. Those that are already dead and returned back to the dust will be made alive again, just like Adam was made out of the dust, the dead in Christ, rising first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. Just like Jesus ascended into the clouds, we too will be just like Jesus, and we'll be able to ascend in this same sense into the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. So praise Jesus.